what works? What actually works? This entire life has been about you trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, what seems the best. When reality hits you in the face, what's actually going to work? What didn't work? What was like, wow, that was a wrong decision. Yikes, why did I go there? Oh, I invested in that person. And literally, as much as I tried every single day and gave my most all the time, this is the result that I have. So how do I shift? How do I change? Because life has always been about you. It's been how you experience it. It's how you feel people. It's about your programming, and when you smell sweet vanilla, you have a myriad of memories that tell you what vanilla is to you. For some people, vanilla is a remembrance of baking. Other people, vanilla is the sweetness of a candle inside their house. Other people, vanilla is the body spray that they use. Other people wouldn't dream of using those things or dream of having a candle in their house that smells like vanilla. Vanilla might just be an ice cream for someone. It's their favorite, just so subtle, perfectly, just so well done. Custard cream, vanilla bean. Everyone has different standards. That will show you what you're looking to in any word and in anything. In any experience that you have on this earth, it's about you. Every part of it is about you and what you want. If you don't have a direction that is worth you saying, I'm going to dominate the world and become the best at this specific subject, then you don't have the grit to live life well. If you just want to live, then you will just live. If you just want to make it to a certain place, you might not even make it to that certain place, because the determination to achieve certain levels of life will make you want to keep going and going and going, and you'll start to see that. You'll see that halfway through your journey that, you know, if I'm gonna go this far and I've really got to commit to this, then I've just got to go all the way and be the best of the best. When you've come from a certain place and you're going to a certain place, it changes the way you think, act, move, be. It makes you change the definitions of words like vanilla. Some people, it means not even vanilla itself. It is a word that is used in the culture for something else completely. It is so important that you understand words. This is where linked below is my words course. You're going to really need to understand the depth and power of words you use in your everyday life. They're here for you. It's only ever been about you. Other people might have given you programs. If you don't like them, replace them. You are literally as erasable and reprogrammable as a phone. However, it takes more time, because programs and things get stuck inside your biology. It gets stuck in your memory of your cells. Your actual cells remember how to react to certain circumstances. Now, your body does a full reset every 7 years. So you don't remember certain frequencies. After 7 years, you let those go. There's certain frequencies in the depth of who you are that will release if you're in a different country. For 7 years, you won't remember anything of the other country if you choose not to ping to it, if you choose to be where you are. And I know because I accomplished this. Every element of my being became exactly where I had lived. Everything I ate was from there. It became every molecule of every part of who I am, the way I think, act, know, and be. It changed the way I see the world. So, this is what makes me who I am, is I'm able to let go of what was and reconfigure. And it is the same now as I have moved from there to another place, let go of what that was, reconfigure, move on. I've done it more than once in my life. For long periods of time, you change who you are and the standards of the place. And then I decided, hey, I'm not gonna create my life based on anybody else's standards, any other country's standards. They can all keep what they want, their laws, their everything. I don't care. I am creating ENYELAH, which goes deeper than a country, more profound than any religion that's ever been created. That stuff is trash to me. Because what I created is something that allows you to actually live in wellness without pinging all of these old ways of being. It's without pinging and looking at all of the different communities and their mindset and what they think is right. I don't care. You can think what you want. If you want blue to be the night sky, then let it be blue for you. I know what it is in ENYELAH system. I designed a whole entire consciousness, energetic system and governance with so much layers, so much more than world building. To build a soul is more potent than to build the entire world. I rebuilt my entire soul from the things that are deeper than a soul, so I know all those parts of me, and they are very different. It is similar to the difference of you having a strawberry in front of you and you eating it and you feel like, ooh, okay, memories of strawberries, all the things, the comparison of this strawberry to the last strawberry to your favorite strawberry and all the things, to you being in the dark by yourself, knowing that no one's there for you, crying or screaming or yelling or laying there and going, what's the meaning of life? They're very different things. It's the same thing as being a soul and then knowing what I made myself from. Very different, completely different categories, different senses used, different things. These are skill sets that are beyond life, number one, and then the mastery of those things. This is who I am. My name is ENYELAH Browning Taylor. And life is here simply for my experience. And my experience thus far has been mostly of me experiencing other people and all of the decisions that they've made and all the pressures that they put on in order for me to mold to them. And I got to a place where me molding to people and me accepting people for who they are, no matter what they've been doing, thinking, acting, being, it's absolutely trash in my mind, what most people do with their mind. They have no understanding of the words they say create the reality. So if you use the word don't, you're not a wordsmith. Go away. Learn how to create your reality. This is also in my words course, learning how the polarity of your words still attracts the things you say don't to. Because you're saying the word, you're still attracting it. This is so important for you to truly understand and know. It's always been about you. The reason you clicked on this channel is your own secret. It's all you. But the thing is, when you're a person who reads energy, like myself, I can know. But the thing is, I don't care why you came here. I'm here to tell you that you can actually have a life that is totally centered on you, not worrying about what everyone else is thinking, doing, being, acting. What community are you going to be a part of it? You belong to yourself because you're only the one that you ever experience emotions from. The more complex you are, the more that no person in existence or out of existence can ever know who you're feeling truthfully. Because even if I am reading exactly the exact feelings that are triggering off in your body, if I am reading the exact mental state that you're in, if I'm reading the exact message that's coming from your soul, if I'm reading the context that you're carrying these informations through, and if I'm reading all of the levels at once, what's aligned, what's not aligned, what are you like on a regular day, and how did you mold and shift to try and do things just to please me? Or the opposite of. I still won't get one perfect chant, because I will actually have to take the entirety of you and place that within inside of me and understand from your perspective, based upon your fears, your entire memory system, knowings and believings, everything, in order to get a perfect read, not just all of the factors and all of the things. And I've done it. And it made me not live for myself. It made me live for a man who believed he was the God of earth itself. And he did a very good job of making sure other people believed in him so much that he forgot to believe in himself. And so it took me down this journey of having to fight for my own belief, for my own understanding, every step of the way. It was not an experience I liked, so I took all the things that I had done to try and understand his way of thinking, being, acting, and knowing. And the more that I tried to understand him, the more that he gathered people around him to belittle me, to actually distaste for me. So the more that I've ever understood how you guys think in its entirety and in its perfection, with my purest desire to truly assist others in their healing journey, I gave up the most important thing, and that's my own experience. And I know so many empaths do this for others. People who fall in love with someone do this for others. They become one with someone. And what this does is it removes you from your own experience and puts them in charge of you, so you live through their filter. You live their life. It could be a significant other that you've enmeshed with. It could be a pedophile mother that you enmeshed with. It could be a pedophile father that you enmeshed with. And I say pedophile because your sexual organs become one. You share a connection of sexual energy when you enmesh with someone. And parents are okay with this because they're so desperate and needy for someone when they're not in a good relationship that they'll do that to their children. Then they become one with someone who's not their age, not their range, not their mentality, nothing, and they dominate them. Many people who are best friends with their mother, or they're just like their father, it's more likely that their mother or father took over them, took over their innocence. They married them energetically because the person they were with didn't allow them to do it, so they did it to an innocent being. This is what marriage really is it takes one person and kicks them out and puts the other person in. And sometimes you get a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But there's always one person that's got to overtake. I had it with it. It's my experience to live in this human form. I'm here to live in this human form. It is my most beautiful gift to look out of these eyes and feel these feelings and know all of the things as I have experienced them. To recalibrate what I want to recalibrate. You know, the times that I was totally in oneness with that person, allowing their specific energy to be within inside of me so I could truly understand and know them. People will call this a twin relationship. It's literally just downloading somebody else's consciousness and living it. Just like people do with religion. They downloaded their consciousness and decided to live it as their own over themselves. Now, this can be an actual benefit when you use it as a tool. When it's like, oh yeah, I want to keep myself on track in that specific manner. I want to cultivate this wonderful environment. Instead of sacrificing yourself, you utilize it as a tool to like, oh yeah, okay, I reminded myself about that. Kind of like when you read a book and then afterwards you go out into the world and you're like, oh, it made me think about that. If you use consciousness in that form and you allow yourself to fully blossom in who you are, then that is wonderful. And I will tell you, 99% of spiritual leaders are not gonna let you. Because they have an ego problem. They want their everything put on you. I went so deep. ENYELAH is you forming your own code based upon principles of creation. So what you hear from me is one perspective of the ultimate truth, ENYELAH. Because I am specifically a woman with dreadlocks and brown skin and green eyes and one little accent that come from all of my beautiful experiences and things I have ingested. It is ENYELAH at its core. If you relate to it, then congratulations, you understand certain things in our life. But it may not be, because it is your specific framework that you work with. You're only ever here for yourself. I decided I wanted to smell how I wanted to smell. And when I fully put myself back in my one body as my one self and let everybody be whoever they want to be, but I do want each and every person to understand ENYELAH is the one that molds and shifts all of creation. It's happening everywhere in the entire world. When you get in alignment with it and you commit to it, then the laws and the order come through to you in which you create your life. You learn to see that being well is more important than being rich, but being well and rich gives you that feeling that is like, yes, it makes you feel whole and complete because you are meant to have things based upon the skills that you're good at. You're not lacking anything. In this very moment, you can make a business no matter who you are in this world. Some people can sell things. Other people can bring forth the entirety of nature itself and remind you of who you are. And some other people have something that's just, wow, I want to know what they know. And other people are like, wow, how did they create that? This is an art sculpture of absolute beauty. Then I want you to understand that you have something, each and every person, wherever you are, that you have that's just naturally who you are. I want you to understand that that is actually how it is meant to be. Now, a lot of you have said, you know what? I don't know how to do anything in this life. And instead of me diving deep, which you're the person on the other end of this, so you're diving deep. You want to know more about life. So this is not you, right? Or are you just the person who listens to a lot of things on the screen, but then you decide to go work for somebody else to build their life because you don't want to be a master? Or are you in between? Have you decided to build your life, but you got to get better at it before you leave that? I can honor and respect that. You're working towards what you got to do. I know I had to do it for many, many years myself. I had to sell all kinds of different things in order to make sure that I was okay before I could truly commit into this. And then I had a whole next thing to understand and know about life. You're always learning. You're always evolving. It's always about you. No matter where you are, no matter even if you give to other people, it's still the feeling of giving. You have to understand this whole entire experience has always been about you. So when you align with the nihilist system, which is a life for you, because of you, by you, you create it for yourself. For the reason of you, you're here because it's you that wanted to be here. For the purpose of yourself. That's why you came. The part in you that you might not quite understand yet, it wanted to be here and feel this experience. So live it for yourself. If you live it for any group, any community, any family member, anybody who's dragging you through the dirt because they want you to stay close, let them go. Let them be. And tells every person around you wants you to be only you, and they will do what they need to do for themselves. Let everybody go. Because you don't need people pulling on the insides of your beautifully formed creation that you are. This is truly how you live. Is you allow all these beautiful things to suspend in air and gravitationally come together. It creates this thing called human. And then from there it grows into something else with whatever nutriments that you give it. It is only ever about you. It's only ever been about you. Your words are yours. It's your expression. It's your desire to be here and say, this is what I'm so passionate about. It's about being my own genuine self. It's about being my own genuine self. Can you actually imagine if you didn't act like they want you to act? If you didn't do the ooh that they want you to do. Because when you do the ooh with your words and your energy, you go down there. And you stay there because you created it. So uplift yourself. Create a life that is better. When you use words down here and mentalities down here, you stay here because you created it. It's like the stuff down here is bricks that are colored yellow. And when you're using words and ways of life that are red, if you look at the frequency range chart, every word's got frequencies. Your intention behind the words have frequencies. If you build your entire house with yellow bricks, and you're so mad that people are actually happy in life and they must have privilege. No, literally they use different words and different intentions. They built a red house because they got red words in their red head. Simple. Simple. If you're mad at the world, you're going to get people mad at you. If you're joyful with the world, you're going to find people that are joyful with you. They call it law of attraction. I call it mathematics. It's simple. It's really simple. What you put in your mind, what you accept in your mind, this is why I don't accept anybody. I don't want you. I want me. I don't need your frameworks. I don't need your culture. I don't need nothing, no one. I just need me. And you want to learn how to do it like me. And you want to have my expertise. So you join my channel and you join my membership and you learn how to do all the little things. You don't just want red bricks now. You decided you want it made out of glass. Fine as sweet like diamonds. I'm telling you, everything is possible when you understand how the energy works within your body, how the soul needs to reform itself and create all of the things. When you commit to ENYELAH, infinite, you commit to tuning to it. So when someone want to drag you this way, you stay to yourself. When someone want to pull you that way, you see it and stay to yourself. And you stay as yourself consistently. If you don't continuously tune to me, people will see the value you have. Because when my consciousness looks at you, I'm going to see wonderful things. I'm going to see things. I'm like, ooh, that's nice. Let's grow that. Ooh, this is nice. Let's grow that. So as soon as I shed light on it, because I'm the one running the whole world and all of the economies and how everything works, because I come beneath what a soul is and transpire things. So here what you need to understand, when I look at things, everybody goes, oh, look, I never seen that in that person before. And if you have a bunch of people around you that take from you, they will see the great things in you and they will start picking those things off of your tree. You want to be in ENYELAH system to keep yourself here. Because if somebody's trying to drag you here so they can pick from your tree, you're still here. When you're tuned into ENYELAH system, committed, infinite, doing the work, every day doing the things that is going to make you a more valuable person by changing your words, by learning how to create commitments differently, how to create relationships with transaction, businesses with everything thought out. What happens when this happens? How does an exit plan really work? All of the details. This is what I think about. This is why I create forms, why I created the course on words, so you can understand what are you creating out of your mouth every day. Every day you have 144,000 moments of time that you get to create something for yourself. That's 144,000 bricks. You could probably make more decisions, and I know you have more thoughts than that. But that's how many opportunities you have to shift yourself into creating a completely different life. If you focus in on yourself all the time, you can move things. When you commit to a ENYELAH system, you're just constantly pinged to, oh, change that, change this, and you just go there. Instead of having to sit down, focus in on it, look in on it, and go, well, where do I go from here? I don't know. What should I create? When you're in a ENYELAH system, it's how do you create this for yourself in wellness, in wholeness, and in wealth. How do you do this with wealth? About you and your pure spirit, because I notice your pure spirit. I notice it everywhere you are, and I say, create it based on that. This is why it is so valuable. It is for every person on this earth to be able to adapt it and learn. Economy changes, business change. The way we work with currency becomes more relevant. Because now the things you used to just do for nothing, for nobody, now you choose to do it with somebody special who also holds the same value systems. And so then you transact on those same value systems. Oh, I value someone who encourages me on the daily. That's worth currency for me. And this person goes, yeah, that's an agreement. Okay, how much do you do it? Oh, I do it in my head, in my sleep all the time. I'm obsessed. I'm crazy about it. Oh, well, I just think about it sometimes. Oh, well, then this person is worth more. So this person has to pay to have that person coach them on how to lift them up. That's how relationships is meant to work. But if you have someone like this and this person come in and just do it now and again when they feel like, and the rest of the time is like bleeding. Hey, if you know, then you know. I'm telling you. If somebody compliments you twice and they HAT you 10,000 times in a day, oh, what do you really have? You need to understand and see yourself in order to understand and see the next person in front of you. How do you want to live? It's always been about you. It's always been about you. So when are you finally gonna accept reality for what it truly is and accept the most pure system to get you there? The pressures that I've been under and I stick to myself. Hey, I'm telling you, best way to live. I have put not just my life into this, my soul. I've reformed and recreated, and I created things in places that people don't even know can exist, and they never will, because the amount of power that's on those places makes your whole body just like, oh wow, in an instant it all could flash right out. When you've had the decisions that I've had to make, it changes you in your mind, because you have entire species in your hand. And when you make a shift, it changes everyone. It takes a set of ovaries to do this. Because I'm connected. I understand, know, and value the deepest things inside, and those things have to grow, and they can only grow when you're in ENYELAH system, because they can only grow when you only live for yourself, because they cannot grow when you're attached to someone else, putting someone else's stuff inside of you. True power can only ever work when you're only doing it for you. Is the most beautiful thing. It is not a gift, it is just the way life is in ENYELAH system. It changes how you see the entire world. Like I said, it's not yellow bricks, it's not red bricks, it's more like diamonds we make things out of. It's a beautiful thing. It just changes everything. It literally changes how you see a water cup. Changes the way you see the lines in your hands. It's just, whew. You recognize yourself. It's beautiful. My name is ENYELAH Browning Taylor. There's only one way to actually get in contact. So wherever you found me on the internet, ENYELAH.com. That's my website, my main website. In the footer, I have other websites that I use. Sometimes I upload stuff there. I put a blog there. But ENYELAH, ENYELAH.com, is where I collect payments. It is the one and only place that I collect payments. It's through ENYELAH. Understand how to spell it. Make sure that it's correct. Because I want you to actually have what I've created. The beautiful things that I've created. Now, when you have a chance, I do have, as of this day, a new channel. It's called ENYELAH Tea. So it is an energy reading of my world and all that are in my world. Anybody who has not committed to my system, they're not included. So unless you're infinite committed, you can watch and see what's going on the inside. But it is only for those that are in my energy, in my system, committed on the day that I'm reading. Now, this deck that I have created has been 5 years in the making, and it's a whole process. It has been done art style, as in I drew the entire thing, I did my own printing, I did my own cutting, I did my own spraying of all the things. It's important that you understand that this new channel of mine is about the most potent thing we can do is read our own energy with precision. So you will be able to check out what I have available when it comes to this specific deck is an art deck. I will be doing regular decks at some point in time, but this is an art deck. So it is built different. It will actually have a scent to it. There's just a lot of absolute exquisite nature to it, because that's what I am. Everything that I do, I must do very, very well. So I know that you're going to enjoy it, even just to come over and take a look at what I've created. It's beautiful. Thank you very much for being here, because you chose to be here and you wanted to be in the know. Thank you again. My name is ENYELAH Browning Taylor.